A weekend storm in Nova Scotia knocked out power for close to 50,000 residents. Freezing rain coated everything in a thick layer of ice. Paul Creelman lives in Beaverbank.
But I was quite surprised at the extent of the ice that had fallen, and it was, a lot of people suffered through it, and it was tough with the outages.
Creelman lost power for 48 hours. Some communities in Beaverbank and Lower Sackville endured power outages for 3 days.
Unfortunately, there's with all the trees that we have in Beaverbank, it's kind of a downside that those things can happen, but it is usually a pretty beautiful place, and it's just one of those events.
Nova Scotia Power opened an emergency operations center in preparation for the storm, but did not anticipate the severity of the outages.
So the ice buildup itself was very significant, weighing down on the trees and causing many trees to come down into the power lines. And the temperature stayed really cold after that.
The ice-coated trees created a beautiful scene. Everything looked like it was made of glass. Unfortunately, it also meant it didn't melt and caused a lot of problems.
In some cases, in single locations, there'd be many trees along a street that had come down onto the power lines. In addition to that, the ice stayed on the roads for a long period of time as well. So getting into the areas where the trees had come down was challenging for our crews.
After the 48-hour mark, approximately 15,000 people still did not have power.
I think overall people were pretty understanding. I mean, if you look at some of the local Facebook groups and that sort of thing, you'll see always negative comments, but I think depending on how long you had to wait for your power, depending, is kind of how you felt about Nova Scotia Power, but I think overall people were kind of okay with it.
Some were concerned more outages may occur because of the amount of rainfall Tuesday. Nova Scotia Power said the rain will help melt the buildup of ice on trees and power lines. Hannah Bryanton, The Signal, Beaverbank.